apart. And we're just going to do some heel raises to begin with. So you're just going to rise up onto the balls of your feet and then lower down nice and controlled. You want your ankles to be rolling out to the side, so we're trying to keep the ankles nice and straight as we rise up. And then we're going to add some arms. So you're going to sweep your arms up to the ceiling, circle out to the sides and lower your hands as you lower your heels. Let's go again. Nice and slow. And again. Let's just take the arms the opposite direction this time. So as you inhale, open out and reach for the ceiling. And as you exhale, lower down. Good, and again. One more time. And as you lower down this time, take your feet wide. Turning your toes out, and we're going to find that squat position that kind of feels okay for you. So playing around with how wide your legs need to be to make sure that you're comfortable. And as always, we're making sure the knees don't roll in and they're always kind of turning out towards your little toe. We're going to interlace the fingers and we're going to inhale as we bring our hands up towards our throat. We're going to exhale as we press the hands down and squat. Inhale, sweep your arms forwards up towards the sky. And then exhale, release your hands and come all the way down. In your own time, inhale, hands come up. Exhale, press and squat. Inhale, sweeping up. And exhale. Keep going. Really use your breath, slowing your breath down. One more time. And release and come all the way down. We're going to keep our legs wide, but we're going to turn to one side. So I'm going to turn to my right. I don't know if this is your right or left, it depends which way your screen is. But we're going to turn one foot out to the side, so your toes are going to point straight out to the side. And then just turn your back foot in a little bit so that your toes are kind of still pointing in that direction and it's just a little bit more comfortable for you. Okay, we're going to do that same little arm series here to the side. So as you inhale, again we're going to interlace our fingers and bring our hands up towards our throat. This time as you exhale, we're going to bend that front knee and press our arms forwards. Good job. Inhale, going to sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, we're going to release the hands and just straighten that leg back out. We're going to stay on that same side. We're going to do that again. So inhale, interlace your hands and bring your hands up towards your throat. As you exhale, you're going to press your hands forwards and bend that front knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, release your hands and release that leg. Really nice. Let's go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press and bend that knee. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, and exhale to release. Let's do one more on this side. And release, and hands come all the way down. We're going to switch to the other side. So turn your foot in, turn the other foot out, and again just finding that position that feels okay for you. Again, you can play with how wide your legs are here. And we're going to do the same thing as you inhale. Let's bring those hands up towards your throat. As you exhale, press that knee forwards and press your hands forwards. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, release your hands and release that leg. Let's do that again. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend that front knee and press. Inhale, reach for the ceiling, reach for the sky, and then release as you come down. Beautiful, keep going. You can kind of get lost in these kind of movements here. Let's do one more time on this side. You just start to move and get your breath to coordinate with the movements, and it's really beautiful. It feels just really good. And then as you come in, we're going to come back to the front, and you're just going to walk your feet in a little bit and just give your legs a little shake out, maybe just a little prance. So we're going to have a little play with a tree series. So we're going to find our tree position first. Before we start to add the arms, let's just find where we're comfortable. So with the tree, we're going to start with toes down on the floor, heel just above your ankle, and then have a look at where your hips are. So you want to have level hips and your pelvis is pointing straight ahead. Now sometimes when we've got a leg out to the side, it makes your hips go off to the side. So we're going to have hip bones pointing straight ahead and just that knee out to the side, making sure those hips are level. So that's kind of your first position. Now if you're happy with that and that feels comfortable, you can start to lift your foot a little bit higher without losing hips or twisting. See how you feel with it a little bit higher. And if you're feeling super frisky today, you can have that leg higher still. I'd rather you didn't use your hands to get your leg up, just because if you can't get there with your own leg muscles, then don't get there. Just kind of be where you can get to, and then again hold and see where we're happy. All right. Do the same on the other side, because you might be different one side to the other. So again, try toes down, heel above your ankle. Where's your pelvis at? Making sure you're happy with that. If you're happy there, seeing if you can come up a little bit higher. Maybe that's where you're going to be. Maybe can you go higher still? Find where you feel safe, because we're going to be here for a little while. And then you can always kind of drop out and come down to whatever level you like. Okay, so you're happy with your tree position. Let's start to add some movement there. Okay, so pick whichever side you want to. And as we inhale, we're going to open our arms out and we're going to bring one leg into our tree position. Bring your hands overhead and bring your hands together. As you exhale, we're going to bring our hands down to your heart. Inhale, just tip your fingers to point forwards here. And as you exhale, we're going to reach those arms out in front. Inhale, open your arms out wide. Hold for a breath. Breath in again. And as you exhale, release your hands and release your leg. All right, we're going to do that again. We're going to do the other side and we're going to keep switching. Okay. So when you're ready, as you inhale, we're going to start to open the arms out and find your tree position, bringing your hands together overhead. Exhale as your hands come down towards your heart. As you inhale, tip your fingers forwards. And exhale, reach those arms out in front. A bit like a Charlie's Angel pose, that, isn't it? As you inhale, open your arms out and hold as you exhale here. Inhaling again. And as you exhale, let's release the hands and release the leg. Should we do that again? Inhale, open out, bringing your tree leg up, find your tree position, and exhale as you bring your hands down through your heart. Inhaling, tip your fingers forwards. I'm losing my tree. And then as you exhale, reach those arms out in front. Inhale as you open your arms out. Hold for that exhale here. Breath in again. And as you exhale this time, release your hands and release your leg down. Let's go to the other side again. Inhale, open out and bringing your leg up to find your tree. Exhale, hands come down through center. Inhale, fingers point forwards. Exhale, reach those arms. Inhale, open wide. Holding for that exhale here. Inhaling again. And as you exhale, release your hands down. Let's do one more on each side, because that's a really nice flow. Once you've kind of got it and you've got the breath, it's really nice to run through it, as long as you're not falling over. Inhale, arms come up and leg comes up. Exhale, hands come down through center. Inhale, fingers point forwards. And exhale, reach the arms forward. Inhale, open your arms out to the sides, and we're just holding here for a breath. Inhaling again when you're ready, and as you exhale, we release the hands and release the leg. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, arms and leg comes up, hands meet overhead. Exhale, hands come down through center. Inhale, fingers point forwards. Exhale, arms reach forwards. Inhale as you open those arms out and we hold for a breath. on your next exhale, release your hands and release your leg down. Really nice. We're going to come down onto the mat now. We're going to come down into a kneeling position. So when you're ready, come on down. And again, this is like a little flow that we're going to go through. So we'll go through the movements first, and then don't worry about the breath too much. I'll tell you the breath, but if you can't keep up with the breath, don't worry about it, because we're going to go through it a few times. Okay, so we're going to start with our hands together in centre. Okay, and then as you inhale, you're going to come up to a high kneeling position. As you exhale, you're going to step one leg forwards into a lunge. As you inhale, we're going to point those fingers forwards again like we just did. And then exhale to reach your arms forwards as well. Inhale, we're going to open our arms out to the sides. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your opposite hand down to the inside of your foot and take that other arm up towards the sky. As you inhale, we're going to look up towards that top hand. And then exhale as you look down towards your foot. As you inhale, we're going to come back up, lifting that arm, opening your arms out wide. We're going to do the opposite arm this time. So take a breath here. And as you exhale, the other hand is going to come down to the foot. And your other arm is going to reach for the ceiling. Good job. As you inhale, let's look up to the sky. As you exhale, look down to your foot. As you inhale again, we're going to come out of this, reaching your arms out to the side again. Exhale, turn your hands so your palms face up. And you're going to reach your arms up as you take a big breath in. Hands are going to meet overhead. And as you exhale, your hands are going to come down and you're going to step that leg back to that high kneel. And then can you come all the way down? So it's a lot with the movement and the breath. So like I said, don't worry too much about the breath if you just breathe. Remember which leg you've done, because we're going to do the other side this time. So hands are in that heart centre. When you're ready, inhale, come up to that high kneel. Exhale to step your other leg forwards this time. Inhale, fingertips point forwards. And exhale as you reach those arms. Inhale, opening your arms out to the side. And as you exhale, your opposite hand is going to come down to your foot. And the other hand is going to reach for the sky. As you take a breath in, look up towards that top hand. And as you exhale, look down towards your foot. As you inhale, we're going to lift that hand away from the floor and come back up to that high kneeling position. As you exhale, we're going to take the other hand down, this time down to the floor, reaching your other arm to the ceiling. As you take a breath in, look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, look down towards your foot. As you inhale, open those arms out to the ceiling. And as you exhale, we're going to reach the palms up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach up and overhead. I lost my breath then. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands in, bring the leg in, and come all the way down. Let's do that again. We'll start to get it flowing a little bit. Are you ready? Inhale up. Exhale, step forwards. Go back to that first side. Inhale, fingertips point forwards. Exhale, arms reach forwards. Inhale as you open out. Exhale, opposite hand is going to come down to your foot. Other arm reaches for the sky. Inhale to look at the sky. Exhale to look at your foot. Inhale, open that arm back out. As you exhale, switching arms, the other hand is going to come to your foot. Arm reaches for the sky. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale to open your arms out wide again. Exhale, just flick your palms up towards the sky. Inhale, start to sweep the arms up, bringing your hands together. And as you exhale, you're going to start to bring those hands down, bring that leg in, and come all the way back down to your start position. Really nice. Let's do the other side. When you're ready, inhale to come up. Exhale to step forwards. Inhale, point your fingers forwards. Exhale, reach those arms forwards. Inhale as you open those arms out. As you exhale, opposite arm's going to come down to your foot. Reach the other arm for the sky. Inhale to look up to the sky. Exhale as you look down to your foot. Inhale, come back into that high lunge position, arms open to the side. As you exhale, other hand comes down this time. Arm reaches for the ceiling. As you take a breath in, looking up towards that hand. Exhale, looking down towards your foot. Inhale to come out of that, arms reach to the side. As you exhale, turn the palms up to the sky. Inhale, arms sweep up and meet overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands in. We're going to bring that foot in, that's the hardest bit, and come all the way back down to your start position. How's that? Did that start to make sense? Then it's the inhale and the exhale. The thing to remember with the breathing, if you ever lose it and you're just not sure, it doesn't really matter as long as you're breathing. But as a general rule, when you take a breath in, you're kind of opening out, and then as you exhale, you're normally kind of closing back in. So that's why often we'll inhale when we open the arms out and inhale as we reach to the sky. So yeah, if you ever get lost, kind of think about that. Let's do one more on each side now that we've kind of got that flow, and see how it feels. See if the opening out of the breath kind of makes sense to you. So fingers in that prayer position. Inhale as you come up to that high kneel. Exhale to step a leg forwards. Inhale, we're going to point those fingers forwards. As you exhale, reach those arms. Inhale as you open out. Exhale, opposite hand down to that foot. Other arm reaches for the sky. Inhale, looking up to the sky. Exhale, looking down to your foot. And then inhale as you come up and open it out again. Opposite hand's going to come down this time. As you exhale, hand comes down. Opposite arm reaches for the sky. Inhale to look up to the sky. Exhale, look down to your foot. Inhale, we're going to open our arms to the side again. As you exhale, turn those palms up. Inhale, arms sweep up to that prayer position overhead. And then exhale, we're going to step that leg back in. Hands come back in and come back down to your kneeling start position. Last time on the other side. Inhale as you come up to a high kneel. Exhale to step that leg forwards into that lunge. Inhale, fingertips reach forwards. And exhale to reach the hands forwards. Inhale, we open out. Exhale, opposite hand comes down to your foot. Reaching the other arm for the sky. As you inhale, looking up to the sky. Exhale, looking down to your foot. Inhale, lifting that hand away from the mat and opening out again. As you exhale, let's take the other hand down to the foot. Reaching that other arm to the sky. As you inhale, looking up to the sky. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, open out. Exhale, turn the palms up to the sky. Inhale, arms come up to prayer. And as you exhale, you're going to step that leg back, bring your hands down, and come all the way down to your kneeling position. And release. Really nice. We're going to come down onto our front now. So when you're ready, come all the way down, nice and controlled, don't collapse down. And you can have your hands one on top of the other with your forehead resting on your hands. Take your legs a little bit wider than hip distance, and then let your heels kind of roll in. So your legs are kind of in that turned out position, yeah, because you flipped over the other way. And then just rest your head down here. And we're just going to hold here for 5 breaths. Taking really deep breath in. And with each exhale, you're just imagining that you're sinking down deeper into the floor. Just allowing your body to relax. Letting go of any tightness, any tension that you're holding on to. from here, we're going to come into a little Sphinx pose, a little bit of a back extension. So we're going to come up onto our elbows and we're going to bring our elbows directly under our shoulders. Palms can face down. And then we're going to notice here, are we collapsing? Can you have that nice proud chest? So think about drawing your rib cage in, shoulder blades are nice and wide, and we're going to hold here for a few breaths. Now you can keep your legs in this kind of wider, turned out position, or you can bring those legs back into hip distance. See how it feels for you, which feels more comfortable. And we're going to hold here for a few breaths. Noticing if the shoulders are trying to sneak up around your ears, and we're trying to keep that really nice position here. On your next exhale, I want you to turn your head to your right. As you inhale, turn your head back into centre, and as you exhale, turn to your left. We're going to keep going with that. Inhale through centre, exhale, turn to the right. Inhaling through centre, exhale, turn left. We're going to do one more to each side. Inhale, centre, exhale, right. Inhale, centre, and exhale, left. Inhale to come back through centre and lower yourself all the way down. Hands just in front of your shoulders. Push yourself up and back into child's pose, into that rest position now, and reaching your arms forwards. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. Again, just allowing your body to soften and sink down into the floor. Staying in this child's pose, can you walk your hands to your right? So walk your hands as far to the right as you can, and it'll give you even more of a stretch down the left side of your body. Maybe shifting your hips slightly to your left, leaning into the stretch will give you just a little bit more. And if that feels good to you, let's hold there for a few breaths. We're going to walk our hands back in through centre and take them over to the other side this time, so over to your left. And again, stay here or slide your hips a little bit to the right, leaning into the stretch again on this side, getting that beautiful stretch down your right side. And when you're ready, walk your hands back in through centre. Staying in this child's pose position, we're going to take that right hand now, we're going to thread it under the left arm to bring you into that thread the needle position in your child's pose. Now, if you can reach your shoulder and your head down to the floor, feel free to rest them down, otherwise you can have them hovering. And if child's pose doesn't work for you, you can always come a little bit further forwards. Let's hold here. Now, if you don't need that front arm for balance, we're going to lift that front arm and wrap it around our back. If you need it there for balance, then keep it there. And we're going to hold here, just allowing your chest and shoulder to open out. Now, keeping in that twisted position, we're going to slowly come on up, lifting your torso up to come up to a seated position. We're still twisted. Your right hand is going to rest on your left knee and your left arm is going to wrap around your back here. So we're in a twist. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit more, and you can use that right arm to allow you to twist just maybe a little bit more. As you exhale again, can you add a little bit more twist? Maybe you can get another millimetre of twist. And your last exhale here. When you're ready, we're going to reach your arms up to the ceiling. Let's inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, let's twist to the other side this time. Right arm is going to come down and wrap around your back. Left hand is going to reach onto your right knee. Right knee. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale again, can you twist just a little bit more? We're really trying to get as much twist as we can with each exhale. Last one. And then we're going to start to lower ourselves back down into that child's pose position here. Keeping your right arm wrapped around your back. That left arm is coming across the front. So you're kind of back in that thread the needle position, but with the arm wrapped around your back. Let's hold here. And then when you're ready, releasing that right arm, bringing that right arm forwards again to rest down on the floor. Holding here. And then we're going to bring that left arm back through and reach that left arm forwards as well. So you're back into your child's pose position again. And let's take 3 breaths. We're going to come up onto all fours next. So coming onto your hands and knees for cat-cow. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your bottom under and start to roll through your spine, trying to get as much movement there as you can. Holding at the top, take a breath in, and as you exhale, let's go the other way. Stick your bottom out and roll through your spine. Just go at your own pace now between those 2 positions, always starting at your tail and working your way to your head. Try and let that movement flow and be soft. Like a wave, just rippling up your spine. Really good. And as you come back through centre this time, we're going to come off our hands and knees and we're going to roll onto our side for crocodile arms. So come down onto your side. We're going to have both arms reaching forwards. Now if you know that you need a cushion or a block or something under your head, feel free to grab that. We're going to have knees bent, feet are roughly in line with your spine. So we're going to keep the knees down on the floor the whole time. When you're ready, we're going to reach that top arm forwards first, and then we'll reach it up towards the sky. Go nice and slow, opening out your chest and your shoulder. You can let your head follow your hand, allowing your body to twist, but keeping your knees down on the floor. Just finding your maximum position here, and then we're going to hold for 3 deep breaths. Just allowing your body to soften as much as you can. On your next exhale, you're going to start to slowly bring that arm back up and all the way over. Really nice. We're going to do that again. So when you're ready, reach that arm forwards, up towards the sky and opening out, twisting through your waist. Again, just find your maximum position and hold here. When you're ready, start to bring that arm back up and over, closing the crocodile now. We're going to do one more time on this side. As soon as you're ready, reach forwards and up again. And open out. Noticing whether you're able to perhaps open a little bit more this time than you could the first time. And then when you're ready, and start to bring that arm all the way back up and all the way over. Really nice. Roll yourself gently onto your back. Just bring your knees to your chest for a moment. Just rock gently side to side, just giving your back a moment just to relax any tension, any tightness that you're starting to hold there. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So when you're ready, just rolling onto your other side. Again, taking a moment to make sure that you're happy with the head position, knees bent. And when you're ready, we're going to start again. You're going to reach that arm forwards first, up towards the sky, keeping your knees down on the floor as you open wide. Again, we're going to hold for about 3 breaths here. And when you feel ready, start to slowly bring that arm back up and over. Going again, opening out, move nice and slow, just as your body's telling you everything you need to know. It's telling you how quickly you need to go, it's telling you what breath you need to do. We're just usually so busy that we don't take time to notice. Holding here. And when you're ready, start to slowly come back up and all the way over. Let's do one more time on this side. Again, noticing whether you can get that a little bit further than you did on the first time. And then when you're ready, start to slowly bring that arm back up and all the way over. Rolling back onto your back again. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest and just rock gently side to side. One hand on the top of each knee as you open those knees wide for hip circles. Let's do 5 in each direction. And reverse, let's go the other way. And then when you've done all of those, you're going to keep hold of your right leg and let your left foot come back down onto the floor. Pulling that right knee in towards you whilst trying to keep the back of your pelvis anchored on the floor. Giving hold, excuse me, of that right leg. Reach it up towards the ceiling and let's point and flex our foot here. And circle at your ankle. And reverse, go the other way. And then when you're ready, pull that knee back into your chest again, give it a hug. Bring your left knee in as well, and then take a hold of your left knee as you reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to start to slowly lower that right leg down towards the floor, and it's going to rest about a foot away from the floor, just hovering. And then see if you can gently rock that leg just side to side, a little waggle, just to free off any tension through the front of your hip. And then when you're ready, allow that right leg to come all the way down onto the floor. And again, opening out that hip, pulling your left knee in towards you, right leg's reaching away. And let's just take a few breaths here. So we're going to do those little stretches on the left leg, so you can keep your right leg out long if you want to, or you can bend that knee and place your foot down on the floor. But we're holding that left knee in towards us, and then we're going to straighten that leg up towards the ceiling. Point and flex your foot here. And then let's do our little ankle circles. And reverse, go the other way. And then bringing that knee back into your chest, give it a hug again. Bringing your right knee in as well. And then again, we're going to hold on to the right knee. Take your left leg to the ceiling and start to slowly lower that left leg down this time. And again, it's going to hover about a foot away from the floor. And we're going to do that little waggle side to side. Just trying to free off your hip. Really good. And then when you're ready, let that left leg come all the way down to the floor, reaching that left leg away from you, pulling your right knee in towards you, and hold for 3 breaths here, really deep breaths. And then when you're ready, bring that left leg in as well. Take hold of both knees and just rock gently side to side. We're going to allow the feet to come back down to the floor now. Let the soles of your feet come together and roll your knees out to the side into your cobbler stretch here. As always, if it feels too much pressure for your hips, you can always grab a cushion or something to place under the tops of your legs just to allow them to relax down, because we don't want to be creating any tension here. We want this to be a release. Okay, and we're going to take our arms down by our sides. Palms are facing up towards the sky, and we're going to do our little floor angels here. So when you're ready, as you inhale, slide your hands along the floor, up towards your head. Only take them as high as you can without your ribs lifting. And then as you exhale, start to slowly bring the arms back down. Now that might be one full breath cycle, one inhale, one exhale. Depends how slow you're moving, so don't worry too much about the breath, as long as you're just taking those nice deep breaths. Keeping your ribs relaxed and down. We don't want to be arching our back here. Let's do one more time. And as your hands come down to your hips this time, we're going to keep the soles of the feet together, but we're going to pick those legs up. And can you reach through your legs to grab your feet here? So you're in like a little cobbler, little butterfly stretch here. And maybe it feels nice to just gently rock side to side. If that doesn't feel good to you, you can stay in that cobbler stretch. And then when you're ready, releasing your legs. We're going to lengthen both legs out long and reach your arms overhead and stretch from fingertips to toes, making yourself as long as you can. We're going to go to the crescent stretch from here. So when you're ready, walk your feet to your right and then walk your arms and upper body also to your right, making sure that both shoulder blades stay anchored down on the floor so that you're not arching your back here. Stay here if that feels like enough stretch, or you can pick up your left ankle and cross it over your right. If you want to add a little bit more for your upper body with your right hand, grab your left wrist and just give it that little pull just to give you even more stretch. Let's hold and take some deep breaths here. When you're ready, release your arms first. Release your legs, walk your legs in through center. We're going to go to the other side this time, so walk your legs to your left. Take your arms up and overhead again and walk your arms and upper body also to your left. Checking again that we're on arch in the back and those ribs stay down. And then if you want to, you can pick up your right leg and cross your right ankle over your left. And with your left hand, you can grab your right wrist and just give yourself that little extra stretch. Again, let's take those deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, releasing your arms again first. Release your legs, walk your legs back in through centre, and then bending your knees one at a time. Bring your knees into your chest, and let's again just roll out or back here. We're going to come on up to seated now, so take your time, but come on up to find a seated position, and feel free to grab yourself a cushion or a block or something if you need to make you a little bit more comfortable. Okay, once you're happy, I'm going to do a little head tilt here, so dropping your ear down towards your shoulder and just hold it there. Notice if your chin is poking forwards, try and have your ear over your shoulder so we've got beautiful length through the back of the neck. And then whichever way your head is tipped, your other arm is going to come down to the floor, and can you walk your fingertips out to the floor to give you even more stretch here. Hold for a couple of breaths. So whichever way your head has gone, whichever way that arm is out, we're going to do a side bend to that side. So we're going to start to reach that arm up towards the sky, and then we're going to come over into a side bend. You can let your other hand come down to the floor to support you and hold here. Again, taking a few deep breaths, let your shoulders relax down. We're going to come up and out of that, lowering that hand back down. We're going to take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, we're going to twist that same way. So as you exhale, twist, go as far as you can, and then let your hands just come down to rest on the floor, on your leg, wherever is comfortable. We're going to hold here. Again, we're going to take some deep breaths, and with each exhale, you'll see if you can just twist just a little bit more. As you inhale, you're going to come back in through centre and just release. We're going to do the same on the other side. So when you're ready, you're going to tilt your head to the opposite side and hold there. Let your shoulders relax down. Again, we're going to take that opposite arm down towards the floor and walk your fingers out to give you even more stretch. Being mindful again that our chin isn't poking forwards, and we want that beautiful length through the back of the neck. And we're going to take it over into that side bend. So that arm is going to start to sweep up towards the ceiling now. Let your other hand come down towards the floor and take it over into that side bend. Holding here. And then when you're ready, release that arm. Inhale as you grow tall, and as you exhale, we're going to twist that same way. So twist as far as you can, and then let your hands come down. Holding here, and again with each exhale, you'll see if you can just twist just a tiny bit more. And as you inhale this time, we're going to come back in through centre and relax down. We're going to do the same again. We're going to do one more time on each side. So when you're ready, we're going to drop your ear to your shoulder. Hold for a couple of breaths here. Your shoulders relax down. Let your arm come down to the floor and walk out to give you just that little bit more stretch, and hold here. Taking it into that side bend now, so start to sweep that arm up towards the sky. Other hand can come down to give you some support as you take it over into that side bend. When you're ready, release that side bend. Inhale as you grow tall, and exhale, twist that same side. Let your hands come down. And with each exhale, you'll see if you can twist just a little bit more. As you inhale, coming back in through centre. Now I forgot to switch up my seating position. I'm going to cross my legs over the other way. Feel free to switch up your seating position or stay if you're comfortable. It's always good to try and get as much movement as you can. Let's do the other side. Dropping your ear down towards your shoulder, shoulders down, and relax. Hold here. Arm comes down and walks out as far as you can, giving you that little extra stretch. When you're ready, we're going to take it into that side bend. Arm sweeps up and over into your side bend. Hold here. When you're ready, release that side bend. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale to twist. Let your hands come down. And again, with each exhale, you'll see if you can twist just that little bit more. And as you inhale, come back in through centre. And then just give your shoulders a little circle around. And just go the other way as well. Turning your head gently side to side. Okay, so I thought we would finish off with that little flow again, with the kneeling and the arms and things, okay? So if you've had enough, feel free to go back. I'm going, but I just thought we did it before, and it's kind of nice to then just go back and redo it again at the end, okay? So when you're ready, if you're joining me, which I'm sure that you are, you're going to come back to that kneeling position, and we're going to have our hands together in that heart-centered position. Can you remember it? Let's go. As you inhale, come up to that high kneel. As you exhale, you're going to step one leg forwards. Inhale to turn your fingers to point forwards. And exhale as you reach your hands forwards. Inhale, open your arms out wide. Exhale, bringing that opposite hand down to that foot. Other arm reaches for the sky. Inhale, looking up to the sky. Exhale, looking down to the floor. Inhale, opening out wide again. As you exhale, other hand this time down to your foot. Arm reaches to the sky. As you inhale, we're going to look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come back, arms reach out to the sides. As you exhale, we're going to turn the palms up. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky, bring those hands together, and as you exhale, we're going to step back and come all the way down. Beautiful. Let's do it on the other side. As you inhale, come up to high kneel. Exhale to step forwards. Inhale, point those fingers forwards, and exhale to reach. Inhale, open arms out to the side. Exhale, opposite hand down to your foot. Other arm reaches for the sky. Inhale to look up. Exhale to look down. Inhale, back to open arms again. As you exhale, other hand this time down to your foot. Arm reaches for the sky. Inhale to look up. Exhale to look down. Inhale to open out again. Exhale, palms face up. Inhale, arms come together overhead. And exhale, step that leg back in. and come all the way back down to your low kneeling.